Alright, we're doing this live. So it's pretty comfortable. It's actually, and I guess I can let a little more air out. But yeah, it's really working out pretty good. And see, I can have my laptop right around here so I can do work if I need to, or live streams. And the big test is can I sit up in here without hitting my head on this thing? And that is a yes. So now I'm sitting on it like a chair, and that worked out pretty good. All right, rock and roll. We're almost there. There we go. All right, let's do this. Step it up a notch.
Red Bimmer
Get all of our
said
settings
the
going
butler
here.
is here.
The butler is here, and I hear myself on a radio somewhere. So we gotta fix that. So where is that radio coming from? That's weird. The butler is on duty. Today we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna talk about why I fast and the things that I do. And we're gonna make my superfood fasting drink. It's gonna be dandelion coffee, and it's going to be made with Rusty Watt. So Rusty Watt's out there. We'll say hi to the birds real quick, and then we'll say hi to Rusty Watt. So Rusty Watt's going to be providing the power. So Rusty Watt's already out there, right there, getting ready, soaking up the sun juice. We're going to make dandelion. It's going to be an electrolyte. So I'm going to make an electrolyte coffee, dandelion coffee. I'm almost 3 days into my fast. I started Wednesday. So, and
MC
I'm fasting for a lot of reasons.
said stay awesomely instructive, sir.
I'm working on it. I'm just trying to figure out where that radio is coming from. It's weird. It sounds like I hear a radio. Oh, I know where it's coming from. Boom. Problem fixed. All right, so yeah, we're going to go out and make some dandelion tea with Rusty Watt, but first we have to
Red
put stuff
Bimmer
in our basket
said,
here.
do you ever use your homegrown dandelions?
I have not yet, but that's going to be the goal. It's just all a matter of time, and yeah, so not yet. And I did some switching around with my camera stuff, so I'm hoping we have less glitches today. So here's what we're going to work with. This is my superfood drink when I fast, and I used to use electrolyte water, but I've switched it up to this now. And yes, red cactus. We're going to use cayenne pepper, because I know you don't like cayenne pepper. And we're going to use a little bit of cacao.
Said our first leg of this has left this morning. Canada is on the move, guys. Let's go. Much love and freedom, brothers and sisters.
Shout out to Queenie. So how does my assistant say Queenie? I haven't hired another assistant. Let's see if he can say it right. Queen. No, it's Queenie. It's Queenie. See, this is Bob's backup guy, and he just doesn't really know how to speak English correctly. So it's Queenie. No, not Queener. Queenie. Say it one more time. Queenie.
Sunhoney Studio
All right, let's.
said, can you have bone broth during a fast?
All right. I'm still trying to train my other butler assistant. So it's qui, and then ni. Say ni.
Enye.
Not enye. It's ni. It's Queenie. Say it one more time. Queenie. All right, that's good enough. So no, I'm not doing bone broth because I'm not really lacking in collagen at this point or anything like that. We got Danny, we got Queenie in the chat, we got Hector, we got Daniel, Red Bimmer, MC Calcium, Sun Honey, Red Cactus, Wendy B, John Pole. Big shout out to John Pole. I think you have a lot of cool content. Why don't you have a blue wrench? So stop the press, everybody. Yeah, and if I'm missing other people, we're going to hand out the second official blue wrench that Katie made. Shout out to Katie for this. So here you go, John Paul in the chat. You now have a promotional wrench. So you can put link in the chat and everybody can go check out your content. I don't know why you're not blue. Yeah, John Paul. So now the next time you type in the chat that you should have one of these official blue, not moderator wrench.
Said, can you train the butler to pronounce Bimmer Beamer?
Bimmer Beamer? I can work with him off stream. But does anybody know if Kelly's going live today? Because I don't want to stomp on her stream. Well, actually, we could raid Kelly's stream. That would be fun, right at the beginning. So we have plenty of time. So yeah, I'm not doing any bone broth. I don't really want to do that. I'm concerned about. I want to do an 11-day fast, but it's probably only going to be a 5-day fast. And I'm concerned about my electrolytes and my hydration.
Said yes, Fry, she will be.
All right, cool. So the plan is we're gonna go raid Kelly's crafting channel whenever when we move out of our stream here. So here's what we're working with. We're gonna put this in our basket, then we're gonna go outside, and Rusty Watt is gonna make our electrolyte coffee, fasting coffee. So the first ingredient. Oh, we're missing one. But wait, there's more. We have to get our. Now this is not something you'll be able to find unless you buy it from their site, but I like to have a little bit of antifungal action in my super coffee here. All right, so we're gonna use this cam because this is gonna give me a better shot. Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, so the first thing I put in there is the main ingredient, which is dandelion, roasted dandelion. I like to use the roasted because this is kind of gonna be like a coffee. Even though I'm calling it tea, it's really a coffee substitute. So we're gonna open up a new one here. This is the brand that I like. It's organic. And I use 2 of these bags right here. Shout out to Queenie for the $2.20 super chat. Check it out, everybody. Can you see it right there? I answer all names. I can't even read a super chat. All right, I'm gonna have my other assistant read that one. All right.
I answer all names called. It's all good. Fry much orange heart.
All right, thank you. So I don't have a name. I don't know his name yet. My other assistant, but we're gonna have to. How's it going there, Gary? We got Chris Oldham in the chat. Chris, I'm going to be premiering a video and we're going to be dedicating that to you because Katie does not have a channel and it's going to be the premiering of her glasswork. So yeah, shout out to Queenie in the super chat.
Said, hey Fry, I finally got Wi-Fi hooked up and running.
Awesome. So here's what we're working with. I know this is a lot of ingredients, but this is what I want to do. I kind of change it up. You know, I always test and tune. But this is 2 bags of dandelion here. And I don't want the bags in there. So, sorry about not being able to read your super chat there, Queenie, but our assistant did. And I do have a major case of dyslexia. So, just reading simple things gets mixed up in my head. So, I have to make fun of it. Thank God I have a butler and a secondary assistant to help me do simple things that most people take for granted, but never take reading for granted, especially if you have dyslexia. I don't see how it could be called dyslexia. I think it's just my brain's wired different, and a lot of everything else comes like second
Chris
nature to me.
Holder
When it comes to
said, yeah, tell me when you're premiering that and I'll be on to watch it.
cool. Yeah, and I haven't decided when. So we got 2 bags of dandelion right there. And now we're gonna put the good stuff. Now, I've done some research, and I don't think it was done by Nestle, that just a little bit of cacao powder, a little bit of chocolate, this is organic, this is not any other brand, will help stimulate brain cells and stuff like that.
Said, where can I find the butler for my videos?
Bob? Are you up for hire? I'll have to ask Bob off camera. But, alright, so we got like a heaping teaspoon of cacao powder. And then I'm gonna put this antifungal
Red
bark.
Cactus said, I will be making my walnut butter today.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. Is that gonna be a video, Red Cactus? So put your link in the chat so everybody can go check it out right now. Put link in the chat, Red. So now we got bark on the top. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of cracked pepper. This is the variety that's got all the different colors in it. So this is gonna add a little heat. But black pepper is actually good for the brain, all right? So is cayenne. Cayenne's good for your blood. Cayenne's good for a lot of stuff. We're gonna add a dash of cayenne in there. I know, Red Cactus, I don't wanna hear it. This morning on her live sunrise stream, she was definitely telling us how much she does not like cayenne pepper. Then we got this Ceylon cinnamon here. We're gonna add a little bit of that action. And we're gonna put some, 2 different types of, because I'm really concerned about my electrolytes and minerals, we're gonna put this Himalayan pink sea salt. It's not sea salt, Himalayan salt. It's not sea salt. So we're gonna put some of that. It's gonna be a little bit extra salty, so shout out to Super Salty in the chat room if he's around. And we're gonna put some other organic black pepper.
Said, you are correct. No cayenne pepper. Ever. Lol.
Ever.lol. I need to teach Bob how to say laugh out loud. Alright, so I'm gonna also use some sea salt. This is the cleanest sea salt I can find. So we have Himalayan pink salt that I've added. And remember, this is for my fast, so I'm putting a little bit more salt than I would normally do. Come on, get out of there. Just a little bit. Oh, that's way too much. So we're just gonna put a dash of that in there like that. Okay, this is gonna be really salty. But that's okay, because this is, I'm going into 3 days of my fast, so.
Said, my back is doing better than AW some. It's a full circle day today.
Awesome. Rock and roll, that's good news to hear, Chris. Yeah, Chris just got out of surgery a couple of days ago, and through the grapevine I heard he's had some good recovery. So now we have our basket full of goodies. And what did we put in there? We had 2 types of black pepper, organic, and then this type. We have cayenne pepper, we have cinnamon, we have cacao powder that's organic, we have 2 bags of roasted dandelion, and then pink salt and real salt, and then a good pinch of this Tahibo bark. So the bark is antifungal. Alright, so this is a superfood. Now we're going to go outside. We're going to grab our happy little remote assistant here. We're going to go outside and visit Rusty Watt. So let's go take a little walk outside and visit Rusty Watt without dropping the basket or the phone.
Red Bimmer said, the butler is laughing out loud.
Yeah, the butler is doing his best to laugh out loud. He has a pretty decent sense of humor. Alright, so now we over here with Rusty Watt, and we have our basket. So I've already put distilled water in here. I put 4 cups of distilled water in my coffee maker. And the reason why I make it like this with the lid open is so I can stir it, because this is going to start clogging up this basket. So we're going to go ahead and get this started, but it's not working. What's wrong, Rusty? Oh, that's right. We need to turn this truck has 2 inverters, One of them's under the hood. This is what I use for I call dirty power or resistive loads. If I'm going to use a chainsaw, I can use electric chainsaws, anything up to 100, or it has a 1600 watt peak, 800
Graham
watt
Beck said
continuous
almost
duty.
time to cut that grass fry winking face.
I'm not a, no, that's not grass. This is flowers. No, this is the way my yard rolls. I want to, okay, you got me tangenting.
Red Bimmer
So,
said Ron Volts donated $3.
well, I'll go back in there and check it out. Big shout out to Ron Volts. I'll go in there and read the super chat here in a second. So this is flowers, okay? So if you look at my yard, these are all flowers and I have to let them germinate. These are beautiful flowers. So there's gardens all in my yard. I have renegade gardens everywhere. There's pumpkins, watermelons. I got a renegade garden here with the cage on it so the cats can't scratch up the plants. Everything here is a food forest. And I have my walking trail right here. Yeah, the city does get on me. They try to fine me $500 a day. They'll send me envelopes and I'll have to mow it eventually when they send me a letter. But all right, so now let's start our dandelion coffee. All right. Connection failed. All right, so we're starting our dandelion coffee and I want to make sure that we're still connected. We're going to go in and read that super chat from Ron Volts. And we're going to make sure we're still doing the right thing. Yep. All right. So Ron Volts, $3 super sticker. Shout out to Ron Volts. Appreciate that. All right. So we're going to get our happy little remote control set back up here. Reconnect. All right. So yeah, look at that. We got a little blue bus on our back. That's a sticker I got from Zed. Let's check on Zed's art today. Zed's art's looking good. We got some of Katie's work right there. This is Katie's glass work right there. Right there. Isn't that cool? We need to grab a spoon and go back out there and check on Rusty Watt because that's going to overflow on our basket if we don't. So let's get back out there. What do you say? So if I'm missing something in the chat, just somebody have the butler read it for me. Almost time to cut the grass. Ron Volts donated $3. Appreciate that, Red Bimmer. All right, let's go do this. Let's hope that my remote doesn't disconnect again this time. I did a lot of changing on my network to get my camera more stable. I turned off one of my access points that covers the whole front side of the neighborhood. And I also turned off the 5.8 gigahertz
Red
and moved the
Cactus
channel to 2.4.
said I'm happy that you have sunshine today, Fry.
Yeah, the sun just came out, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull this off, Red. So, all right, so we're on camera 2. Let's hope. So can I get some feedback? Are we on camera 2? Because I want to make sure my little happy remote's switching. So, yeah, I need the butler to read that, so maybe Red can help me with that. Is camera 2 working? Because that's the, yeah. There's no sources. All right. Source 12. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in there and see what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check on that. This remote system that Prism has set up, I would
Red
generally
Cactus
call it. It
said we are not seeing you at the truck.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something like this. We are going to. We got backup plans here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out to the truck while I set up my. We got to go back out to the truck, so let's go do this while I set up my backup tablet for remote control. I'm using old devices to do this, and that's probably why the software's a little bit flaky, but that's okay. So we'll see if this works. But now we have for sure an outside cam. All right, so now this is what we're working with here. Rusty Watt's providing 650 watts. Let's go deploy one of our panels because we need more power. So we got this wing panel deployed. We're running off of, we're 100 watts shy. So let's make this happen here. Let's deploy this wing here. Get that up nice and happy. There we go. What's our battery voltage at? It's at 13.3. So we got charge controllers for the wing panels back over here, putting out about almost 5 amps each, the 100 watters. Boy, that coffee's smelling good. And then we have the front two panels, or the rear panels over here. So we're getting 22.5 amps from those. And then the front panel, let's see how much power we're getting from that one. Yeah, this thing's got charge controllers everywhere. We're getting 11.5 amps, which is exactly what I wanted. All right, so we got plenty of power to make this. We could still run the water well if we needed to. And I will start the water well after this, after the stream. And Rusty Watt runs the water well. All right, so see right here, this is what I'm talking about. So the basket's gonna wanna start filling up. This is why I put this clothespin in here, because if you don't, this little thing wants to kick out. So the clothespin keeps that there. And I just keep the screen clear just a little bit. You don't want to scrape it. You know, you don't want any, because this is a stainless steel screen and this is a silver spoon. You don't want to add that much silver in your coffee. But there is a little bit of silver being added every time I do this because it's a silver spoon. So look at what it's doing right there. The reason why I'm starting my stream early is because I've been fasting and I feel like I'm low on, I didn't drink much yesterday, so I feel a little bit dehydrated and like I could be a little bit low on electrolytes. All right, so that's pretty much done there. So let's get our happy little remote control set back up. So we're gonna go back in the house and see if we can't get this fixed. Get our remote control going. So that's almost done, but we're not done yet. All right. Shout out to Queenie and Ron Volts for the super chats. All right, so we're connected to Wi-Fi. We're gonna do remote control. Glitch, that's because it's probably sharing the same Wi-Fi. Yeah, I saw my audio glitch. But that's okay. There's a lot going on in the studio. We got DL Treasures in the chat. We got Tommy Temper. Shout out to Tommy Temper. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have your surprise yet, Tommy, but I'm setting up a thing when you jump in the chat. We'll know it's you. Tommy Temper, the best restreamer on YouTube ever. We got Crystal Star. All right. So this is going to take a second. This is also a slow tablet. I need to buy 2 more phones to make this work right. I need to buy a phone for remote control and another phone for my Mi Cam. So while we're doing that, let's check out Katie's art on the left and the right, and Zed's art right here, and then Katie's, and then my art of the spinning stuff. So there's a combination of a lot of art going on there. All right. We finally got our tablet to boot. Now we're going to set up our remote control. See if this works. Yeah, it's one of those things you never want to boot a device right before you go live because it's doing updates and all this stuff in the background. So it's just running all slow, especially if it's old equipment. There we go. It says it's connected. We'll see. It says connected. All right. Let's see if we got our scenes. So we're gonna go out there and check on our happy stuff there, because Rusty Watt provided the power. We'll probably start the water well. Why don't we do that? So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if this hot rod's working. Yeah, let's start the water well. Now that Rusty Watt's done, let's start the well. So we're gonna run the well for what, 2 hours today? Yeah, 2 hours, boom. We got it set for 2 hours. And this power's coming from Rusty Watt. And let's make sure it's coming from Rusty Watt. Nope, that's not coming from Rusty Watt. So we'll have to start that later. All right, so yeah, I had the wrong inverter plugged in. I only have like 100 inverters in the house. All right, let's see if our remote control works now. All right, so can we switch to, no. 2 cam. Nope. Nope. Done. 2 cam. Yeah. Well, this app is in beta, so if anybody's wanting to use the remote for Prism, it's just pretty much a big fail at this point. Just so you know, I'm always a beta tester for software. I'm always using cutting edge stuff, and don't try to use their remote software because it doesn't work. And this is what I'm talking about. So if we switch to the Me Cam here, which would be me. So this is my tablet now. And when I try to switch to the pantry cam, nada. Cutting board cam, nope. Art cam, which is the Z art spinning, nope. No soup for you. Me Cam, it's already on that. DVR, which would be Rusty Watts overall, nope. No, no, and no. So yeah, do you wish to add new decks? Cancel. Maybe that's the problem. Boom. Nope, still nothing. All right, no soup for me. Let's see if it's where the Wi-Fi is connected. Nope, we're connected to our Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Oh well, no remote control. That's a bummer. That's okay. We're gonna head back out there with the this camera. Tommy Timper, hi all. I'm getting ready to go to the lake today, so we'll be busy day. We'll be, I guess I can have my other assistant read that.
Red Bimmer said no soup for you.
Yes, no soup for you. No soup for you.
Hi all, I am getting ready to go to the lake today, so will be a busy day. We'll do a short live later from the lake if possible.
All right, cool. Yeah, and I got to do some more investigation on which phone I can use for my remote control. I guess I could use my regular
Brett
phone.
Broccoli said you have half an hour until Kelly is on thumbs up.
Rock and roll. Half an hour, and then we're going to raid Kelly's channel. So now we're going to go out here with our happy mug, and we're going to taste our superfood electrolyte fasting coffee. Okay, so now you can see that it's still not drained all out of the basket like that. So we're going to move this a little bit closer so you can see. So the basket's still full. So this is what I do. I push it off to the side, and I just let it all drain out the side here. Just like that. And then I kind of squeeze all of the nutrient out of the bark, the black pepper, and all that stuff. And what's coming up next is the most important part, so don't leave just yet. If you want to make this exactly like I'm making it, you have to do this. So now you got all that stuff at the bottom. So here's the magic. You got to do this. You want to mix this. It's like vortexing your water. The higher you can get it up, when you start seeing it splatter and you hear that, and it builds that foam, that's when you know you're bringing your water back to life, because water heated, it's not happy. So remember, water in a cold state is a crystal. Water with power pushed upon it is liquid. So water is a crystal when there's no power on water, which is called
Chris
ice.
Oldham said, did you know that walkers make the best flat screen TV?
Walkers. Walkers? Is this a joke, man? Bob, can you tell me that joke over again? It's because you're walking on the TV and it's flat? What are we saying here? So I just do this
Chris
until
Oldham Said stands. Lol.
Yeah, see, it's Bob. Somebody help me out with what Bob's telling me. So I just do this until I see it completely mixed perfectly. And it's kind of like blending it in a way, and it restructures your water. It brings it back to life, and it really mixes everything together. But I normally do this in the house, so it can get kind of messy. This stuff will stain. Remember, there's cayenne, black pepper, all different types of black pepper. There's there's sea salt, Himalayan pink salt, cacao powder, dandelion roasted root, and antifungal tree bark, distilled water. This is the stuff you want right here. This is the best thing that will cleanse you. There, that's probably good. And we're gonna do this
Chris
right here.
Oldham. Said walkers make the best TV stands. They accurately pull the front room together.
Oh, walkers make the TV stands. Okay, gotcha. There's a lizard. So I got a plan for my remote control. I'm gonna use my day driving phone. So we're gonna go in here, and I'm going to taste this, and we're gonna do this live. All right, so I'm gonna set that over here. We're back in here. Let's see if our camera switching is working. Nope. All right, so we're gonna hit power off. Okay. So we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna go with my daily driver phone. Third time's a charm, right? That one's a fail. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do this, this, and this. We're gonna open up Prism on my phone. This is my daily driver phone. This is a Samsung A51. It's probably 3 years old, running Android 13. And we're gonna do, this is how you do it here. So you go in your Prism, and you click the little remote control button right here. Pulls up a QR code. You scan the QR code. Boom, it's scanned. Let's see if that works. Hit OK. All right, so now I have to add my scenes. So like I said, this thing is still in beta. So we got to delete stuff. We're going to delete that, 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 and that. All right, and then that one. You don't want any stuff in there that's going to get in your way. Then we got to add one at a time. If you don't, it won't come back the next time. Add that one. Add. Yeah, so this is very clunky app, but I know how to get around all their bugs because I have been testing this out. So this is the remote control app for Prism. You can't live without it if you do a live stream.
Tommy
Trust me.
Temper. Said, does that cleanse better than a visit to Taco Bell? Inquiring minds want to know.
You know, I got some stories about that, Tommy. All right, so we're working now. Look at that. So yeah, it's probably just because, yeah, if you want a fungus among us, go to, yeah, I can't say anything about Taco Bell. All right, so we got a remote working again. So let's taste our dandelion coffee here. Well, it's got more than dandelion. But here's what it looks like. It looks really dark. It's going to really hit you hard because of the cayenne, the black pepper, and the cinnamon, and the sea salt, and the Himalayan salt. So let's see if I can handle it. We got Nitro Freak in the chat. Big shout out to Nitro Freak. Yeah, I've been, you did a really good stream yesterday, Nitro Freak. You had a lot of people in your channel. If you're into RCs, 5th scale, any size RC, Nitro, this guy is I would say he's probably the biggest, he's the oldest I know that's been into it for that long. He's 40-something years old, I'm 52. But he knows his stuff. Woo! Now that's a fire. Woo! That'll put the fire to you. See that red color in it? See the red? Look at the pocket chicken. Shout out to Katie for the pocket chicken. So every time I talk about Katie's artwork, I want to draw attention to Chris Oldham's channel because Chris met Katie through Fry TV, through the Fry TV family. So I can't promote Katie's channel because she doesn't have one. So I'm going to do the closest thing possible to Katie is Chris. So Chris, can you type link in the chat so everybody can go check out your channel, check out his videos. He just got out of back surgery a couple of days ago. He's had some good recovery. Send him some love, leave him some comments, tell him on his comments that you found him from Fry, and I would highly appreciate that if somebody could put his link in the chat, or maybe Chris, you can type link in the chat and your link will pop up. But see the red color on this? That means it's pretty warm. It's not only warm, but it's warm to the taste. And yeah, we're also going to be featuring your channel when I do the premiere of the unboxing of all the stuff that Katie... There's a lot of other stuff I haven't showed that Katie sent the channel. It's just not out for public view yet. I'm going to be waiting. I don't want to use everything up all at once. So we're just going to see if that works. Yeah, look, cutting board camera works. That one works. See, the remote's working now. Isn't that cool? This is newer software. It's all about the software compatibility. So yeah, this is what the remote looks like for Prism. So if I want to switch to Pantry Cam, back to this cam, you just hit your different. But it's really buggy. I'm talking buggy. Once they get this out of beta, if you look real close, it says remote control, beta. So anytime you're dealing with beta software, which I always deal with, it's always going to be flaky. So, all right, so I'm going to have to drink some water now. Not because it's too hot, but all right, there's Chris's chat there. There's Chris's channel. So if everybody could go say hi to Chris and check out his latest videos before we head over to Kelly's Crafting here in a little bit. So Nightbot hasn't told me to drink any water. Has anybody seen Nightbot yet? Let me see. Let's see if Nightbot is hanging around. All right, I'm gonna drink some water. We'll see if Nightbot's hanging around. I might have to call Nightbot.
Nightbot said, "Heart love you all heart." Well, most of you rolling on the floor laughing.
I guess she was lurking
Red
in the
Bimmer
background.
said, "Nightbot is here. Please drink water."
I just did, and I don't know why she didn't remind me. All right, so again, if you don't know who Zed is, check him out. He can put his link in the chat if he's around. I don't know if he's been in the stream today. He was up pretty late working on one of his new ant art projects. Now this stuff is addictive, okay? Here's the problem with this. You would think it would taste horrible. Let's get over here in some light. So yeah, I moved my access point from over here to here and I changed channels. If you're a nerd like Tommy Temper, I turned off the 5.8 gigahertz on my access point. I'm using the 2.4 so it goes a longer distance. It's still enough speed, has enough bandwidth to do my live stream, so that's what this camera
Chris
and
Oldham
microphone's working on.
said, "Yeah, Fry, I seen that wrench and fry plate before Kai fired it, and I know it turned out looking real good." Katie is AW some.
Yeah, Katie is amazing with her art. So this stuff is amazing. Just know that it's pretty addictive because it's really, your body, when you drink this, it knows that it's good for you. Unlike coffee, coffee tastes great to people that love coffee. But this right here, when you start drinking it...
Tommy Temper said, "Looks like chroma key turned on that wide angle camera."
Yeah, there's chroma key here. This is the only one I'm running a key filter on there, Tommy. So that way I can do stuff like this. If I want the dandelion on my back, or if I want a chicken on my back, so we can put a chicken right here on my back. This is really hard to do. No, tweet. Somebody tweet in the chat. Butler, can you tweet for us, please? Give us
Red
a little
Cactus
tweet, Butler.
said, "You must buy that pocket chicken from Kelly before it goes up for auction."
Well, I thought maybe that would go to you because the joke originally started in your channel, Red, and you deserve it more than anybody because that joke's originated from your cactus streams, your sunrise streams on your Red Cactus channel. So it should go to you, Red.
Bimmer said, "Tweet."
There we go. Just bad timing.
Cactus.
So here.
Said okay, then I will buy it. All good.
So now we got a chicken on our back. So now let's do some Butler. Can you say tweet, tweet, tweet again? Come on, Butler. It's all about timing, man. I'm keeping the chicken on my back. Try not to laugh. Camera's shaking a little bit. Come on, I'm counting on you. Somebody tweet. Somebody tell the Butler to tweet. There we go. This is gonna see how much delay we have in the stream. Let's get some tweeting action going here. All right.
Red Bimmer. Said tweet, tweet, tweet.
There we go. And then Tweet's got a friend, so they're happy, and they're gonna go off camping in their little bus pretty soon. And that's gonna be a fun little adventure for them.
Said tweet, tweet, tweet.
There we go. Now we got some tweeting going on. Rock and roll. All right, so again, this stuff looks really like it's really hot, but Red Cactus, it's really not that bad. It's not as hot as you would think. And there's no dairy in it. There's no sugar. But this is my fasting. I drink this stuff all the time. I just added more salt for the electrolytes in here, and that's it. So let's check on his art real quick and go out. We haven't checked on the birds today much. So let's go check on the birds. Let's go do that. Let's see how the birds are doing. Happy birds. There's our purple martins. I still haven't moved the camera closer, but if you look, I set the pole about 10 feet from the... So there's the new pole that I set, and I do have a video premiere of that happening one of these days in my spare time, of me setting that pole for the purple martins. So Florida, you have to put exclamation point in front of there for the Butler to read it, because he doesn't know to read. And somebody was wanting to hire the Butler out. You can use the Butler as long as he's not double teaming. You know, he's not working on two
Tommy
different
Temper.
streams.
Said Fry, you forgot to add ghost pepper to your drink.
Oh no, 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 no. No soup for you. Nope.
Chris
no.
Oldham. Said I can't believe it. You are in every room of my house. Haha.
Well, pretty soon I'll have cameras in your house there too, Chris.
Red
We'll be
Bimmer.
able to switch to...
Said I am excited for the bird video premiere. Bird.
Cool. Yeah, pretty soon we'll just have cameras in your house there. Alright, what else can we check on here? Let's just do a camera tour real quick. So we got the 65 Chevy, which is better known as Rusty Watt. These are all live
Florida's
cameras.
storm chasing adventures. Said tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, 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 tweet. We got the back porch. We're just doing a little camera view so you can see that. And this is going to be an echo, because that is a studio cam. Echo, echo, echo. 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 I'm driving somebody nuts. There's the solar cart and the other gas cart that I need to put a battery in and start it up. It's a 2-stroke on the left, the solar one on the right. And my next couple of videos, because I'm still fasting, will probably be me making potting soil with the solar cart or Rusty Watt with a solar powered potting soil maker that I made. So stay tuned for that. And what other cameras did we not show? I think that's it. This one is unhooked currently. So yeah, I'm glad I was wearing clothes when I unhooked that one. Whoops.
Chris Oldham. Said bank on it, buddy, on those cameras.
All right, back to reality here. Step it up a notch. So Kelly's crafting is going to be going live in about 12 minutes, and I want to go over and raid her channel whenever she starts doing her crafting. It's kind of like we did AAP the other day. All right, Lavender Cam says, you've got an incredible setup, Fry. It's really cool. This is what I do for a living, just in case y'all are wondering. I'm not trying to have the most elaborate setup, but I've been doing this kind of stuff hardcore since 2004. So pretty close to 20 years I've been doing audio and video production. I even did some commercials for an infomercial company called TMI Vision. So some of my stuff was actually shown on live TV at one time. So yeah, I've been into the media system a long time, and the back end, the front end, I can build a radio station from the ground up. And I'm not just saying that to brag, I'm just telling you, that's my background. I can build a radio studio from the ground up, satellite studios, transmitter from the ground up. If I had to help to raise the tower, I know how it all works. Connect them with all the networks, the STLs, the whole ball of wax. And I could do a TV studio the same way. I just don't have the budget to have the equipment that I want. If I had a budget to have cool equipment, this would be so much better. But I'm working with what I got. I built all this stuff with the stuff I had around the house. And here's going to be a little spoiler alert, but eventually I'm going to hook up the old radio studio equipment. There's a cabinet right there that I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to put the old console right here where it used to be. So we're going to have the old radio console, and I'm probably going to do run some old programming or do something, and I'll give you a little behind the scenes real quick of where the mixer is up here. So there's the old console, and it goes from there all the way across. It's an Axia audio console. Let me see if I can give you a sneak peek. There's the faders right there. It's got some dust on it. And it's not all propagated because that costs money to put those faders in. But at the time, it was pretty expensive. So I'm going to hook the old radio studio back up that I used to have going. And we're going to do some radio. We're going to have a day where I do radio. And we'll be playing music that's made by all the people that we love, like Natasha Maeve and whoever makes music. Katie659, I haven't seen him in a long time. I hope he's okay. He used to make convoy music, and I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, I love messing with tech, and that's just my world. Everything I do is, well, actually, what I really love is nature. But tech pays the bills. I wish that nature could pay the bills, and I'm slowly going to migrate to that eventually. But my whole idea, back in the day, now here's a little history if you're new to the channel. I started a website called Yard TV. Focus, please. Please pay attention, camera. So just imagine that saying Yard TV, because it does. And my whole dream is to have cameras all around the property, and I could switch to the cameras, and there would be bird cams and bat cameras and water in the tank cams and all that stuff. And I never got to do it because I just never had the revenue to do it. But I'm slowly starting to piece it together now, like with the Purple Martin cameras and everything. So that's where Yard TV came from, because it was going to be a camera system where you went on the website, and actually it was, but it was never cameras too far away from the house. If you go back to archive.org, you can see where I had the little TV screens, and you could switch channels.
Said stepping out for a few before Kelly goes on. See you soon and enjoy your spicy drink. Thumbs up.
Sounds good, Brett. And yes, the drink is spicy, and we'll see you in Kelly's chat here in about 10 minutes. So we'll let her channel have about 2 minutes of overlap before we rate it, so people can be in there. So yeah, this is good stuff. All right. Ooh, yeah, that one got me in the back of the throat. Now let's get Rusty Watt running the water well. So I do everything. It's kind of like temporary and a data point because I'm always researching. So this power is coming from Rusty Watt here. As you can see, my fancy high-tech label there. It says Rusty Watt. We're going to turn on oh, that would make sense. So that's plugged in there. Why is Rusty Watt not giving us power? We gotta go fix this. I bet I didn't plug it in. Nope.
Red Bimmer said, what was your old web address?
I had several of them, but it was Yard TV, Y-A-R-D TV. And that's the one, if you put Yard TV in archive.org, there we go. Now we can run the water well. So yeah, as you can see, I am, this is old radio equipment. This is the old podcast. This is all old equipment. Here's the old original podcast server right here for the radio station. in California, not the one for Texas. It's a rack mount. You can see right there. And I don't know what that was that fell. But anyway, yeah, my whole house is a test lab. This is some of the solar stuff. This is all old radio equipment and old computers. It's stuff that I source from. I know it looks like a mess, but this is my world. I mean, all these cables I might source from. There's old computer parts that I source from when I rebuild old computers. So yeah, my garage is there's an antique compressor that I rebuilt that works perfectly now. Yeah, I'm into tech. There's my power transfer system that transfers power from solar to grid just by the voice command. This is a water heater that runs also on solar. That's why I have it covered up so I can access the elements real quick. There's my cutoff switch for the solar. So now we got power from Rusty Watt. So here we go.
Sunhoney Studio. Said like your own Fry Mart.
Boom. We're gonna run the water well for two hours. So we're pulling about 300 and something watts right now. So what just turned on is the compressor on the back side of on the middle of the property that runs the water well, an air compressor. So I have this cable running all the way back to, we'll just go back there and visit real quick.
Red Cactus. Said got to fry. See you in Kelly's.
Yep, we're going to Kelly's pretty soon. She's got to go. So anyway, the water well is back there. And you can hear me on the bird cam. So the power's running all the way back there from Rusty Watt. So I'm getting power all the way back there from Rusty Watt. So and here's my other test lab. I know it's a mess, but I am that guy. I'm always doing stuff. There's more solar stuff back here. And it looks messy because it's always changing. But yeah, I'm a mad scientist. I'm always working on stuff. All right, so what time is it, Butler? We're gonna be easing out of the stream here in about 5 minutes to go. Let's see, Sunhoney, Fry Mart. All right. This stuff is really good. Yeah, so I just stained my stuff there. Yeah, so my old site is Yard TV. Don't know why that won't focus. Not Fry TV, of course you know that one, but it's Yard TV. This was the original logo, came from Yard TV. It was a production company that I had. It's called Yard TV Productions. So when I'd make music videos and stuff for people, at the end I had a little jingle and it came up and it said Yard TV Productions, and it was completely all organically done. I took the sound effects from nature, I took the photos, and everything was my content. It's the best way to put it. We got Ty Guy in the chat. Came to smash the like button, going to take, here. I'm gonna have my other assistant read that, Ty Guy.
Came
so I
to
don't mess it
smash
up.
the like button. Going to take some bits of the 3D print I'm doing ATM, but I'll see you soon, buddy. Much love, y'all. Stay beautiful and
Sounds
stay
good.
humble.
Yeah, put link in the chat there, Ty Guy, so people can go check out your stuff. Speaking of stuff and artwork, Ty Guy is also doing artwork. We need to start featuring him, but I don't have any of his stuff to feature. So, hint, hint, Ty Guy. Here's Katie's glass work. Here's what Katie did. Last thing that she, look at that. Look at that blue wrench from Katie. It really pops better when you do it like this. All right, we're gonna be easing out of the stream here pretty quick. Kelly's crafting going on. So I'm gonna pull her up on this other screen. I'm gonna click on that link that, so we're gonna be pulling her up. Boom. We're gonna put Kelly's crafting over here. We're gonna wait for her to go live. I don't see that she's live yet. Nope, not yet. So we're gonna hang out until she's live. She's gonna be going live any second now. So we got Loves Wood Heat. Says, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Computer, tell me a dad joke.
Why'd the dad try to up his game on the grill? He wanted to raise the bar, but Q.
Janice
Aha.
M. said, when did you start this stream?
About an hour ago. It's been going for 55 minutes, Janice. I did an early stream today because I needed to drink this right here. I was starting to feel a little bit thirsty and low on electrolytes, kinda. So I made my dandelion coffee. So the benefits of fasting is I didn't even talk about that, did I? Your body does house cleaning. Okay? Your brain actually can grow more cells. It stimulates your brain, okay? If you have any metabolic issue at all, fasting can help that. It's not going to hurt it. So fasting is good for your health. It's good for your wealth. Your true health is your wealth. It's in the word. So health and wealth are the same word minus a W and an H if you swap them around. So is eat and death. Eat and death are in the same word. Health and wealth is the same word.
Janice M. said, I just now got the notification.
Yeah, well, that's my channel's shadow banned. That's why my view count's going down more and more on the live streams there, Janice. So that's okay. I know my channel's been shadow banned since I got the second strike, and that's what YouTube does. Alright, so Max Smith says, before we jump out of the stream, Kelly's still not live yet according to what I'm seeing. What does Max Smith
Chris
say?
Oldham said, Kelly Wayrick is live right now. Red Bimmer said, I like the bug links on the old site. I love bugs.
Also, Red Bimmer was checking out my old site on archive.org. Yeah, I used to sell bug pictures too. That never really took off. All those bug pics I took, Red Bimmer. I have a huge archive of nature pics. Alright, so here we go. Kelly's live. We're going to pull her up here. We're going to give her a happy little raid. We're going to pull her audio up.
And I got some different leaves
We're
here.
going to switch to Kelly.
And I got some daisies, which is the same thing that's in this pattern here.
Alright, so now what I would love to do
We're gonna see how it works.
is let's go do a little happy fry raid.
Yeah, I know. I thought it'd be really cute.
So if you put this
Washed
in the
my
chat,
brushes this
and I'll
morning.
put Kelly's
It's still a
channel.
little damp. That's all right.
So copy and paste that. That's going to be for the
Anyway.
fry raid. And then this is the link to Kelly's channel. I gave her a thumbs
So
up.
that's what we're gonna work on. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I
And
have
boom.
no idea.
Let's everybody go over there and give Kelly
Did come across a really
some
cool
love.
thing
Even if
that
you
I
can only
really
watch
wanna
for
try.
5 minutes, go over there and ring that
That
bell.
is
Make sure that bell is white. And tell her you found her from Fry if you're not
Nope, it's
familiar
not.
with her.
Okay.
She's really cool. This is usually the stream that I go after. So
it's
it's usually
making a
Kelly's
barrel.
crafting and then me.
I'm gonna try
So
it.
that link right
Not
there, if
today.
everybody would just go
I'll
give her a
probably
fry
work on
raid.
I'll probably do that next
Boom.
week.
That's the link. Click on that. That's
Probably
Kelly's
Monday.
live stream for crafting. She does crafting. She's amazing.
Embroidery hoop.
All right. So I don't see anybody over there
and the
yet.
Craft sticks.
I'm going to be easing out of the stream.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah. Making a barrel, putting it on, putting it on the surface, making it
I'll
like
be
a
the
plant
first one to
hanger.
do a fry raid.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do it.
right on.
All right.
Sounds good.
Love you all. I'll see you over at
Right.
Kelly's.
Yeah.
Crystal Star
I'm
said,
just
Janice
asking, where
M.
did you get your pics?
You need to refresh your
My what?
YouTube or click the bell randomly. Notifications will
pics.
only update them.
Oh, I got those at Dollar
Yeah,
General.
YouTube notifications are just really all over the place.
I got them at Dollar
So
General.
I'll see y'all at Kelly's link right there.
And I believe they were
And we'll do this
$3
again
a
maybe
piece.
tomorrow. I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow. So there we go. Red Bimmer putting fry.
think I only
Thanks,
bought
Fry.
one.
Cool. All right. Fry raid.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Hot Damn says that's going to look great, and we are now getting rated from the Fry TV channel. Everybody's coming in here.
Awesome.
Yep. Janice.
Did he go live earlier?
Yeah, before you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he went before you today. So.
Well, I woke up, watched you, and then I got real sleepy. I was like,
All right,
I do
later
not
all.
know why. I mean, I don't know if I'm just trying to catch up with the time difference or what. But I just cannot wake up. Yes. Some of it emotional, some of it is, good, but it's like, I
Nightbot.
just can't get
Said hard
back
love you all
into a
heart.
swing of
Well, most
things.
of you rolling on the floor
I
laughing.
unpacked today, which sorting through because leaving, I may just do things on the
Really working out pretty good.
Crowd pleaser,
See, I can
mac
have,
and cheese.
Mac and cheese. So if you have leftover pasta, whatever, put it in, you bake it, and make it beautiful brown. I mean, it goes with everything.
It does.
Sit up here, but I hit my head on this thing, and that is a yes. So now I'm sitting on it like a chair, and that worked out pretty good.
Mac and Cheese by Ayn Rand.
And look at that juice. The juice that comes out. My hand is dripping wet here because I have nothing but juice.
Adios, mofo.